Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today, I'll be reacting to The Cure for the very first time. We'll be checking out the song Disintegration. I don't know how I've gone so many years, 27 years at this point, without having listened to The Cure, because this band, I swear, comes up in musical conversations all of the time. I guess I just never got around to listening to them, and that is a statement I can kind of make with many bands, and you can probably see this across the 1,000+ reactions I've done on the channel. But there is a lot of music I haven't listened to that I need to listen to, and I'm sure there's more that you guys could think of. So today we're going to knock one of those off of the list. Disintegration by Cure is coming up. Before we do jump in though, a massive thank you to Monica the Snazzy for making this donation request and for putting The Cure onto the channel. Thank you so much, Monica. And now, let's jump in. It's kind of like a grungy guitar feel. Some shattering glass. It's very like ambient. Really cool soundscape. Oh, that's a cool like melody over the top. Is this like a pure instrumental? This is so interesting for several reasons that immediately like come to my mind. But so in terms of like this mix, it almost feels very like grungy in the guitars, but a little bit turned down, but it is very ambient as well. So it's like some unique combination of God is an astronaut, a less like heavy guitar riffy Alice in Chains. And vocally, I'm almost reminded of like a bit of Radiohead, but a little bit more ominous and even more subdued. I mean, that combination already is very unique to me. There's one more feeling that I'm getting from this. Oh, well, I guess the minor point, which I guess dovetails into the other point I was going to make. The mix here, it feels like everything is between this like 30 to like 70% range. All of the vocals, all of the guitars, the bass, the drums are all sitting in this midpoint. So it's like this massive wall. Like imagine, oh my God, imagine like the sun, right? And the solar flares that kind of come off. So it's not perfectly spherical, but for mathematical purposes, we treat it as spherical, and then we calculate like these solar flares that come off the top. It feels like these little moments of like glass shattering or the vocals like popping through that 30 to 70% range in the mix, even the drums when they kick up a little bit, or the melody and the guitars serve as those like solar flares that come off the otherwise perfectly spherical sun. All that to say, it's very unique for a band, so far at least in the 2 minutes here, for a band to like not make the vocals louder than the rest of the instrumentation. It feels like the vocals are just another instrument in this solar flare, in the sun. Yeah, those are all the things I have to say so far. It's like he's almost throwing his voice out, like he's playing fetch with his voice, and then it sort of comes back again. It just reverberates over and over and over. And I don't know if this is like the correct emotion I'm picking up on, but it feels like he is singing with a tad bit of despair. Are you guys like picking up on that, or am I totally off with that assessment? I don't know. Whatever I'm hearing so far, though, I'm really liking it. This is a really unique composition.
Songs about happiness, murmured in dreams, and we both will see how the ending works.
That is a catchy chord progression. Like he's crying. There's a song. This is by a very, I think, niche group. They're called La Dispute. I think the song I'm thinking of is called Such Small Hands. If you listen to that song and listen to the vocalist in that, and at least in that song, it's not exactly a one-to-one, but that vocalist sounds a lot like what I hear here in The Cure. Now, in that Such Small Hands song, the vocalist there is like almost screaming out, like you can literally hear his voice kind of like crumbling and cracking, and it just there's like a lot more intensity there. But when he tones it back, it sounds a lot like what I'm hearing here. I keep saying that. Mixed in with that like more subdued Radiohead feel. I have no idea if that is like a sacrilege comment to make about this singer here. I'm very curious to hear how you guys would describe it, because there's something so uniquely earnest about the way he's singing. I can't help but to feel a little bit like hypnotized listening to this music. I would almost like label this as like trance rock.
Screaming like this in the hole of sincerity. Dream will be over and over, and leave you with photographs, pictures of children, stains on a cover, stains on the memory, songs about happiness, murmured in dreams. We both of us knew how the end always is. How the end always is.
I love the melody.
How the end always is. 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 Always is. Always is. Always is. Always
That has to be like one of the more, let's say, interesting songs in terms of like structure and feel that I've heard in recent history. I'm very intrigued by just the feel, because I could sort of identify a chorus, I could sort of identify a verse, a pre-chorus. Like these sections did stick out to me, but it's like, again, that whole analogy I made of like everything fitting between like the 30 to 70% range in this mix, it almost may be a little bit more compressed than that. It feels like the variability in a track like this is a lot more subtle, such that when those solar flares do come flying off one way or the other, they really stick out. It's interesting. It is interesting. I love the ambiance created here from all the instruments. Like it just feels like there is a cosmic cloud that surrounds this song. And again, man, to like reference the La Dispute band as well as Radiohead, I really think this singer's vocals are uniquely bright, but when he like almost adds a 2%, 3% bit of that feeling of despair, almost like he's slowly vocal frying a little bit, it's very subtle. It adds a lot of character. It feels very, hopeless, almost like filled with despair. I said grungy earlier, but that was more in reference to the feeling in the guitars and the bass, just the lows overall. But I really don't know where this would land genre-wise. I really don't know. I think my best bet would be like some kind of trance rock. But let me know what you guys think about The Cure in the comments down below. If you would like to see me react to more The Cure, send a request my way. You can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But man, this is a really fun reaction today. I'm a little confused as to like what to think and feel, but I know that I liked it. And for me, that's like, a big thing. You have to like the music, and then from there it's even more fun to dissect why it is so liked. And for me, I feel like I have a good grasp on why I like songs. For this one, I have the feeling, but it's really hard for me to articulate it right now. I don't know why. Maybe you guys have some insight for me that you could provide. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. Again, you can request a reaction using the link below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.